A perfect day to Madam Shahrul, Niza and friends. I can't feel the ground. That's what Sarah Wilson said. Whenever I walk, all I feel is pins and needles, said Anna Taylor. It's shocking how many people are ignorant that something as fundamental as their footwear may create lower extremity muscle pain as well as neck problems. That's what Dina Gohil said. These voices from Mirror News website mirror.co only represent a few of the millions of the people who suffered pain due to the wrong size of shoe in Britain in 2020. People are suffering from neuropathy and their quality of life is decreasing. This severe problem is due to the people's wrong size of the shoe. Due to this, it leads to severe complication in health and life. Millions of people are affected each year globally, and these consequences will continue for decades. Before I work on the speech, I haven't realized the extent of the shoe size we are wearing. And according to my research, most of you don't consider it as a significant health risk. But now, I am committed that we cannot continue to grow this or ignore this problem. My name is Veniysha Ratnakumar, matrix number 270916, and today I will explain the problem and why is it severe. Then I will brief a plan of action that can assist in resolving this issue. Finding the right pair of shoes with the perfect size would not be easy, but we need to pay close attention to them for our benefit and the future generation. Let's start by looking at the consequences of the problem. And foremost, a shoe that does not fit right leads to neuropathy. Shoes that do not fit right leads to peripheral neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy is a painful, irreversible disorder that causes pins and needles in the feet and a loss of feeling for where the feet are in space. Only 40% of older persons with history of foot lesions such as corns and calluses were wearing the proper shoe size, according to a 2017 study in Spain with 100 participants. Neuropathy was reported by 37% of the population, where tight-fitting shoes might exacerbate neuropathy symptoms by exerting pressures on the nerves. Besides, peripheral neuropathy also affects children. According to Katja Egerman, a fellow in the American Academy of Pediatrics, children affected by this severe problem is due to hereditary. Marco was only 6 years old when the foot pain struck him. At first, no one knew what the cause is. No one knew that his sensory nerves will soon be damaged. No one knew those soft sole of his foot will no longer be able to feel the ground. The peripheral neuropathy came to Marco from his parents, and Marco is not alone. Duchess Elizabeth International 2018 article informs us this devastating truth that 1,652 hereditary neuropathy cases were recorded among children. Moving on to the second effect, which is shoes that do not fit right decreases quality of life. A study conducted in 2018 by the University of Akerua's Podiatric Medicine and Surgery Clinic located in Ferrol, Spain, reported that foot discomfort has a severe impact on particularly women's quality of life. This is most likely because women's shoes are not always as helpful or comfy as men's shoes. The following are some of the painful consequences of this inequality. According to the Framingham study, after correcting for age and weight, women who used nice shoes in the past were 67% less likely to experience heel foot pain. My own foot bad shoe wearing peaked in university, which I think all of us can relate. After a presentation on the way back, I will take my shoes off and walk on the freezing cement heading towards my dormitory. Carrie Zinking, a spokesman from the American Podiatric Medical Association, said Women's shoes are tighter. They were made to fit tighter around the toes and the heels. They are designed to make your foot appear as tiny as possible, says the designer. To add on, wrong perception and mindset carried by people lead to wear the wrong size of shoes. For example, the Ukraine Ministry of Defense faced sharp criticism for his requirements for female soldiers to march in high heels in the August 2020 parade. They believe that heels will make women more appealing and attractive. But a research conducted by DMG Lewis in 2017 indicated that shoes did not influence these women's beauty, contrary to what we would predict if the only impact of increased heels on women's desirability was through lumbar curvature. These high heels was made in small and narrow size only lead to muscle tiredness and pain throughout pregnancy. It will also impact their unborn fetus, nutrition, and their other children. Use. I would like to quote a statement based on pigeon feathers and other stories by John Updike, which was published in 1962, where a woman's beauty is in the purity of the spine, not in any dramatization of the specialized zones, nor in any broad harmonization that could be worked out through dissection, aura, or some comparable aesthetics delusion. Now that we have seen the problem of wearing the wrong size of shoes, what can be done about it? I support a plan of action proposed by Harvard Health Publishing by Harvard Medical School on 11 June 2015. It has three main steps. Firstly, measure both of your feet with the help of a salesperson and get sized each time you purchase new shoes. Feet alter as people get older, becoming broader and broader. If a foot is larger than the other, buy a size that corresponds to the larger foot. Second, your feet place or put your feet in the shoes. Ensure you have about half inch of room between your longest toe and the end of the shoe by gently pressing on the top of the shoe. This gives your foot adequate space to push forward as you walk. Thirdly, give heed to both the breadth and the length. Whether the ball of your foot feels squashed in a shoe, see if it's available in a larger size. Buying a half size larger pair of shoes but not any wider won't solve the problem. In addition, technological advances have invented apps that could measure the size of your foot to find the perfect size of shoe for you. For instance, Nike introduced an app known as Nike Fit on 9th May 2019. This app allows the users to understand one genuinely comfortable solution for each Nike shoe design is determined by measuring the whole form of both feet. Nike Fit would scan your feet using the camera on your smartphone, capturing 13 data points detailing your foot structure, including both feet in a split second. This app can be used only in Nike retail store. Now, you must be wondering, what if I would like to buy shoes besides Nike? Worry not, because you can utilize apps such as Nesty and Yesto. Nesty and Yesto is a smartphone application that uses artificial intelligence data scientists to quantify your feet and greet you with the perfect pair of shoes. Both apps are accessible on iOS and free to download. These apps can be used with any brand. These approaches would be both practical and efficient. It has support from the Harvard Medical School. Children will be secured because currently there are no medical treatments that can cure hereditary peripheral neuropathy. Therefore, these actions will prevent this problem. Furthermore, the Journal of Medical Internet Research in 2017 stated that the Nike Fit app was listed second in the list for its efficiency. Nesty and ESO app utilizes artificial technology that illustrates a 3D point cloud that could not be wrong. To capitulate, I hope you now apprehend the problem of wearing the wrong size of shoe and how we can overcome it. There is no justification for why each youngsters or adult globally should be subjected to the consequences of wearing the wrong size of shoe, because this issue can be avoided. The time has come for you to be aware and consider when purchasing shoes of the perfect size. I want to end with a quote where looking good is important, but being without pain is too important. Thank you very much for your time, madam, and have a nice day ahead.